If you're buying any cards from TCG Player, please use the link in the description to help support my content. This video is sponsored by Potan Store, TCG Player, Pokemon Card.io, and Card Market. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here at Tailman. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to be playing with Bui's champion Victini deck. He's been working very hard on Victini for quite a while now, and it's finally paid off. He won an online tournament recently with this list, and I really like the simplicity and straightforwardness of it. I can definitely see a lot of potential issues with it, especially getting benched out with only 4 basic Pokemon and 3 quick balls, but overall I think it's definitely a pretty powerful deck, and it has a lot of disruption, which I really like. You have VICTINI VMAX with the max victory attack doing 100 damage, plus 120 if the active Pokemon is a Pokemon V. Usually that's what you'll be up against in this VMAX dominated format. And Sobbles and Drizzles and things like that you can KO. However, for example, something like Houndoom you can't, right? Which means we really want to use 4 Pokemon Catcher in this deck. It is a coin flip, but it is a Boss's Orders effect, and also 4 Boss's Orders as well. Now we have extra supporters in 4 Research for Marnie, and also 4 Kabu. We'll usually only have 1 Victini in play, so we can shuffle our hand into our deck and then draw 4 cards. But if we only have 1 Pokemon, then we draw 8 cards instead. And we also have 4 Poke here, so we have a ton of ways to hopefully not dead draw, right? And we have Energy Denial as well, with 4 Fan of Waves and 4 Crushing Hammers. As I'm sure you're aware, Special Energy are all over the place, so putting a Special Energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon on the bottom of their deck can definitely delay them quite a bit, and 4 Crushing Hammer can do that as well. Now we also have Heat Energy to increase our HP. That does make us susceptible to opponent's Fan of Waves, but hopefully it doesn't become an issue. And we also have 4 Path to a Peak to be able to delay or deny opponent's abilities and delay their setup. So let's see what we can do with this deck right now. We do win the coin flip, which is fantastic. Going first with this deck is absolutely incredible. You will mulligan a ton, however. And for example there, if I'd gotten a basic Pokemon, my hand would have actually been dead, despite having 4 Research, 4 Marnie, 4 Kabu, and 4 Pokegear. And that's exactly what happens yet again. You know? We do have 2 turns to get out of the dead draw-ish situation, but still, it's very frustrating to be playing all those extra cards to this situation and then to still somehow manage to dead draw. Okay, I don't know what I'm up against, so I'm just gonna do this. Hopefully I don't get Marnied. Well, I don't know. Maybe, hopefully I do get Marnied. We'll see. We do see a Capture Energy. So we're up against Ice Rider. That's not great. Double benched Ice Rider and the Water Energy in the discard pile already. So yeah. as PTCGO likes to do, of course, as PTCGO loves to do, we will be not only dead drawing but also playing against our worst possible matchup, right? And I missed the coin flip. So, I mean, the deck's good, right? Just don't be me and don't draw like this. It's as simple and straightforward as that, you know? Like, I can't explain how this keeps happening every time I sit down to record a video. Alright, so there's the right hand. We're gonna go ahead and just concede here. I'm obviously going to lose that game. Everyone needs back-to-back Melanies, but with 3 Sobbles on the bench, pretty sure they'll be able to do it. So now we got the weakness pairing out of the way, which, like I said, seems to happen every time I sit down to record a video. We'll just eventually be paired up against our weakness. We're playing Victini, we'll play against a water deck. We're playing Seishan, we'll play against Victini. We're playing Jolteon, we'll play against Rapid Strike. We're playing Rapid Strike, we'll play against Sylvan or Calyrex. We'll play Calyrex, we'll play against Umbreon. So we get it out of the way, right? It helps, I guess, to show in terms of a deck's potential how bad weakness can be, and how, because I see a lot of people asking, hey, what can I tech for this, or what can I tech for that? And generally the answer is you can't, right? Right now there aren't really good techs for weakness, except maybe Galarian Moltres in Rapid Strike or Urshifu, but that's pretty much it. So realistically, you're just better off accepting that you're not gonna beat those decks and excuse me, and enjoy the deck in the rest of the matchups, right? Because it's out of your control, and there's no way to fix it right now. Absolutely no way to fix weakness or bench damage. And of course, I'll continue to make that point throughout the beginning of this video, I guess. Right, so best case scenario, we flip heads on catcher and we KO their only Ice Rider. That might, very big might, give me a shot here. So let's try. Nope. Nopey nope. Yeah, I guess I misclicked there. I meant to discard the second research, of course. Whoops. No, that's gonna be costly. Well, I got the Victini. I mean, I got the Pokemon Catcher, but I did not get the thing. So, just like the previous game, there's no point here. We'll just move on to the next game. Yeah, like I said, you can't do anything about weakness. You're better off just moving forward. It's out of your control. It also doesn't help that I keep flipping tails on everything, right? So weakness plus all tails. So since I'm playing 4 Crushing Hammer and 4 Pokemon Catcher, it's like I'm playing a 52 card deck. Still important to show it this way, but I really don't know. Like it, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm at the point where I firmly believe my account is somehow like just anything that says Tailmon immediately. Like, I don't know. I wish I, like, if I actually took the time to go back throughout my videos and check the heads, tails distribution, I feel like I'd find some pretty interesting results. Or maybe I just finally shut up about it, right? One of the two, but I mean, just in this video, right? Just in this video, I flipped tails on 3 Crushing Hammers and 2 Pokemon Catchers. No, 2 and 2, something like that. I haven't flipped a single head. I actually have not flipped a single heads. Right, I'm not in any risk of getting KO'd next turn. I also don't threaten the KO next turn, because I don't have the Victini VMAX. And now that thing's evolved, so that's not great. Oh, well, that thing evolved isn't bad. That's this guy being evolved, which probably will be evolved, right? Here we go. This is where I get my trusty notes-taking thing. And I write down Victini. All right, okay, I did not dead draw. Interesting. That is actually fairly interesting that I did not dead draw. All right. And that's a fantastic top deck. So finally some luck on our side. Finally some luck on our side. I could have just knocked out the Drizzle to prevent an Intillion, because I only do 100 damage, right? So I'm not guaranteed to KO an Intillion next turn. I would love to keep applying pressure. But it is what it is. No use in crying over spilt milk. There's the Intellion indeed. We might actually see Raihan right here. That would not be super surprised. However, we just see a level ball and a research. Okay, so that's definitely a mistake. My opponent benched that Sobol because he can. But you probably want 2 Urshifus. Like, that only leaves 1 threatening Pokemon against me, which is not a great idea. And why would he go for Level Ball off of the Shady Dealings instead of the Quick Ball? Like, maybe he really wants to get into the Inteleon, but questionable, I would say. Alright, so if my opponent had this in their hand, then they probably should have just promoted Passimian. And look, like, what are you possibly missing right now that you go ahead and evolve the Drizzle? You're just asking to get Marnied out of this hand. Alright, well, unfortunately I can't Marnie. But I can try to find Pokemon catchers, of which I've played 0 so far. I guess this sort of helps. And unfortunately we can only max victory right here. The good thing is this guy is not a Rapid Strike Pokemon, so... But like there's no difference between Passimian taking 100 and Inteleon taking 100. So I do feel like it's a mistake to promote that Inteleon at that point. But I guess we'll see. Alright, Evolution Incense. There's that. There's a level ball, so more Drizzle. Quick ball. Switch. And okay. That's actually a pretty reasonable strategy, I guess. Just focus on Inteleon. No need to focus on Urshifu. I am probably in a lot of trouble right here. The extra damage counters, yeah, I guess they do make sense. Alright, so let's get rid of the energy. Let's get another VMAX going. So I should try to attack with a Victini, right? Right, then I'll grab the other VMAX and then Marnie so that it's at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Still no Pokemon catchers. Now I get to do 100. So maybe playing the fan there was wrong? Not entirely sure. So another 140 doesn't KO me. They need both abilities right here in order for me to get KO'd. I don't have any switches, so attacking with this guy could be risky. Yeah, it's actually very risky. Gosh, this is bad actually. This is really bad. Okay, that doesn't really help. Or does it? No, it doesn't really help. I'm better off just trying to KO the active. So I'm gonna play this. I got head somehow. No. Oh my god, dude. This is what I get for spreading the energy, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's on me. I don't know, it feels like if I could go into that Victini. I should have gone for the other Victini, I guess. Well, they were both down. This Victini in general seems really bad. And it deals with Samacentavi, I guess, but... yeah, I'm dead, obviously. I need my opponent to whip. Of course it's the next card, every single time. It's gonna be the next card. Every single freaking time, it's gonna be the next card. Every single time, it's gonna be the next card. So they are down 2 energies, they still have 2, and they still have right hand as well. I was doomed from the beginning, I'm pretty sure. Yep. I mean, generally nothing I could have done there. Maybe going after the Urshifu was actually a bad idea and I should have eliminated the Drizzle. Splitting my energy also seemed like a bad play, but only because I whiffed. Of course, being 1 card short. I don't know, yeah. And I flipped heads on Crushing Hammer when it didn't matter anymore. So... oh boy. Like, when I play these decks and these sort of things happen, I'm completely baffled at how people can actually win with these decks. You know, like, how do you not have this happen just twice over the course of a 10-round tournament? I don't understand it, because it happens to me over and over and over that, I don't know, I'm always just completely baffled. Okay, so I don't know what I'm up against other than it's a fire deck. I would like to get closer to a Victini VMAX, but I also don't want to whiff energy, so I'm just actually gonna go ahead and pass here. Which seems weird, but yeah, like at least this way I'm guaranteed a KO. And still my opponent, we don't know what we're up against. So now I'll attach this, and I'm not happy about this. I guess I could try to get a Kabu instead. So my opponent has done nothing for 2 turns. Okay, well, never mind. Let's go for the Marnie then. Okay, thank you, prizes. Thank you, prizes. Wow, still dead drawing? Really? Right, because I have all of these to target down whatever my opponent has, I'm not gonna research. And my top deck was really good. But that frustration of the Marnies, like it's just very present in me, clearly. Very, very present. Alright, finally top deck's the low ball. There's the Drizzle. Level ball. Flareon. Oh, okay. So my 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 MMR is so low that I'm going up against Flareon, which is pretty sad, honestly. Pretty darn sad. But hey, it is what it is. Alright. I don't know. Once again, like these sort of videos, 20 minutes so far, not a single interesting game, I would say. So, I don't know. Like, it's not like I'm not trying, you know? Between getting paired against the Ice Riders, losing the last 3 coin flips in a row, being paired up against not very good decks. But like, what am I supposed to do, you know? Play for 2 hours, get 3 good games and only show those? That's not only not cost effective, but it's also not honest. Okay, the rugged helmet is actually going to be super annoying with Team Yellgrunt. Unbelievable, man. Alright, I'm just gonna let the active Victini go down. That's all I'm gonna do. Let the active Victini go down. And play to the other 2. Still somehow haven't seen a single energy. So there wasn't a single energy in the top 12 cards of my deck. Top 12 cards of my deck, no energy. When it could potentially matter, that's when I get the tails. Alright, I've been probably playing Fan of Waves, right? Probably should have attached and evolved the other dude. Yeah, no Tool Jammer and no Tool Scrapper in this list, so the helmet is actually gonna be incredibly annoying. Oh wow, it's not a solo Togekiss deck, there's actually like a lot more. And there's that. Yep. So instead of doing turn 2 220, I went attach pass. That's how I roll. Honestly, this deck seems really bad. But I think I'm definitely like underperforming as well. I don't know what the freaking algorithm, why it hates me so much. It's actually a freaking joke, right? Like, this is actually a joke now. No follow-up energy. Between Fan, Yell Grunt, and Crushing Hammer, I am never gonna keep an energy in play. My 2 tails versus my opponent's 2 heads. Literally nothing I can do. Literally nothing I can do when the game freaking hates me. That's gonna be it. Like, between the deck sucking and my luck just not cooperating, I'm sorry. Like, this is when I feel like I fail as a content creator because the game absolutely hates me. Like, PTCGO absolutely hates me, and it completely discourages me from wanting to play more. When this happens throughout the last half an hour, right? It's not one instance, it's not 2, it's the last half an hour. Anyways, thanks so much for bearing with me and watching as usual.